Well, if you can remember from the last story, Ollie had had an accident on his new board. And the board was just too fast. And Hope had put bearings in the wheels that go really, really fast. And of course, you know what happened. It hit Smalls in the head, and Ollie fell and broke his wing. Well, he had to go to the vet. And so they checked around, and they found a bird vet. And they went to him, and they waited a little while, and the vet finally came out and saw him. And they took a little x-ray of Ollie's wing, and sure enough, Ollie's wing was broken. Well, he could only put some Band-Aids and some tape around the wing. And he told Ollie, he said, Ollie, here's what you have to do. You can't fly. You can't skateboard. You just kind of have to sit around and really take it easy and give your wing time to heal. It wasn't a really bad break, but enough of a break to where you're just kind of out of commission for a while. So no skateboarding. You could still go to work at the skate shop because I hear you guys have a pretty cool skate shop. In fact, I'm thinking about coming there and maybe buying a scooter for my son for Christmas. Yeah, we'll sell you a scooter. We got all kinds of scooters. We got so many cool scooters. You can't believe how cool our scooters are. They are the most awesome scooters ever. Well, I will come by and check. But let's come back here in 2 weeks and let's look at this wing again and let's see what's going on with it, okay? So you get home and get in your nest or your cage, and I want you to just take it easy, okay? All right. So they took off. Well, they couldn't fly. So they all just had to kind of put Ollie on the back of a scooter, and Smalls pushed the scooter home with Ollie on the back. And of course, Hope rode the bicycle. And anyway, once they got home, Ollie got in the cage, and he stayed in there for a while, and they were busy out in the shop working. And Ollie decided he was going to go out and look in the shop. So he went out in the shop, and he saw two sparrows trying to put together a bike. Well, Ollie said, hey, sparrows, you got the handlebars on backwards. The sparrows kind of went, yeah, oh, we do? Well, the sparrows were really good at helping people, but the sparrows weren't very smart when it came to putting things together. And that was why Ollie ended up being the bike builder, because he really is the best at building bikes, because Ollie's very smart, and the bikes can be a little bit harder to build. Anyway, he said, hey, sparrows, look, let me show you. Take that bolt off right there, like that. No, you got to use that tool over there. And they were like, yeah, I don't, give it to me. And they were fighting each other the whole time over the tools, over the handlebars, the grips. And Ollie just thought to himself, oh no, this is going to be terrible. We're going to have all these bikes, and none of them are going to be any good, and they're going to be breaking, and people are going to be so upset with us. What are we going to do? Okay, sparrows, listen. You're going to have to take some instruction here. Take the tool. Just one of you. You brown sparrow. Get the tool. Yeah, you. That's right. Get it.
I got the tool. It's right here in my hand, Ollie.
Okay, now put it on there and loosen it all the way up to where you can take the handlebar off.
Well, what do we want to take the handlebar off for, Ollie?
Because it's on wrong.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, we're not very smart, are we?
Okay, anyway, so he puts the tool on the bolt, and he takes the bolt off, and he drops the bolt, and he drops the tool. Ollie says, why'd you drop it?
Well, I don't know. I was just holding it there, and it just kind of fell down on the ground.
Oh, man. All right, well, pick everything up. Come on, let's go. We got to hurry up. You got to get these handlebars on here.
Yeah, we're going to do that right now.
Hey, you care if we go over to the skate park and ride around? We're not going to go to the skate park and ride around, guys. We're going to put together this bike.
Okay, fine. Anyway, okay, cool.
So they started again. Well, they finally figured out how to use the tool, and they finally figured out how to put on the handlebars. So they got the handlebars on, and they got the grips on the handlebars, and it seemed as if everything was going okay. Well, in the meantime, Ollie was getting a little tired because his wing really hurt. So he told everybody he was going to go back inside. Well, Smalls was busy working on videos and over in the skate park, and Hope was over there with him, and Hope was doing bike tricks. So Ollie went over to the park, and he said, "Hey guys, I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to wait in there, okay? Because I'm feeling a little tired, and I think I'm just going to go inside and maybe get something to eat and just kind of sit and wait for a little while." So Ollie hopped back in the house, and of course he had to get past the kitty cat because he can't fly this time. So he hopped in the house real quiet, hopped past the kitty cat who was just kind of sleeping in a sunny window, and got back in and got in a cage. Well, Smalls and Hope kind of felt bad, so they decided, well, maybe we better go in and talk to him. So they went over and they told the sparrows, "Hey, we're going to be inside with Ollie, kind of helping him out a little bit until he gets better. So you guys are in charge of everything. And I don't want you guys going crazy. Please keep putting together bikes and helping the people because there's still a lot of birds coming in today."
Yeah, we got this. This is easy stuff.
Well, inside they went, and they left the sparrows in charge. And they went in and saw Ollie. And they were all just sitting there talking. And they were talking about the grand opening, how exciting it was going to be, and what they were going to do. And then Hope got the idea, maybe we should play a game. There's all these games around here. Let's try it. And Ollie said, "Yeah, let's do that. There's that one game over there that's got like a face on it and a hand. And it like, we sat on it before, remember? And it kind of like threw us across the room. Remember that one? Let's play that game." Okay. So they went and they found it. Well, it's Pie Face. So they get it all set up, and they get the face put on there, and they get the little spinner out. And they said, "So how are we going to play this?" "Well, we're just going to sit on the hand and let it throw us."
"Well, I can't let it throw me. I don't got it. My wing is broken."
"Oh, no, it is, isn't it? What is that stuff they put on here?"
"I don't know. It's over there in that big white box."
"Oh, yeah. Let's go try to open it up." Well, what they meant was the refrigerator. So all three little birds went over the refrigerator, and they dug and they dug and they dug, and they finally got it open. And they crawled up inside, and they looked around, and Hope says, "Man, it's really cold in here, guys." And
Small says, "Yeah, this is really cold. Oh, man, I'm freezing. Let's get out of here."
Ollie says, "No, what's there? Where's this stuff at?" "Oh, there it is. Look. It's that big red bottle."
"Oh, yeah. It doesn't look like that stuff." "No, that's it. I'm telling you. It's that red stuff right there in that bottle."
So they got the red bottle, and they knocked it on the floor, and they drug it over, and they tipped it up, and they squirted some of the red stuff onto the hand. It wasn't whipped cream. They didn't know the difference. It was ketchup. They were going to do Pie Face with ketchup. So he said, "Since you don't feel good, you get to go first." Okay. So Ollie took his beak and he spun the thing. Lands on 3. "Okay, hop up there, Ollie. Here we go." And Smalls gets on the crank, and he puts all his weight forward, and it goes click, click, click.
It didn't go. You're lucky.
Anyway, whose turn's next? Smalls, it's your turn. So Smalls takes his turn. Smalls takes his beak, spins the thing. gets 2 clicks. He gets up on there, sits down, and Hope hops on the thing. Click 1. Click smack. Hits him right in the face, and he's covered in ketchup. Smalls goes,
"Ow. Hey, this is kind of disgusting. What is this stuff?" "I don't know. It's supposed to be white stuff. Why didn't we get the white stuff?" "'Cause it's red. It's got this. We got this. This is the right stuff. No, it's not the right stuff. I'm telling you, the right stuff is white."
well, so much for this, 'cause ketchup went everywhere. And Ollie got back up in the cage and sat and waited, and they spent 20 minutes trying to clean up the ketchup and getting the ketchup bottle back in the refrigerator.
And they said, "Hey, let's find another game. This one's kind of complicated. I don't know. This is kind of hard. It's okay to throw us across the room, but I don't know if it's any fun doing this with it. Hey, let's try this game over here. What's this one right here with all the dollars and money and stuff in it? Hey, next time we call Amazon, let's use this money so we can get some more stuff. Look at all the money that's in here."
Well, they had found the Monopoly game. And Hope said, "I want to play that game."
And Small says, "Oh, this game looks really stupid. I don't want to play this game."
And Ollie says, I want to play that game too." Okay, let's get it out. So they worked so hard and they get it on the floor. And not any of them can read. All they know is they can go by pictures. And all they see in the picture is piles of money. So Hope hops in the money thing and he just starts throwing his feet backwards and the money goes flying out, like he's like holding it in his hand and shuffling it. And he's using his little feet to do it. Well, the money goes everywhere and they pick them up and they all get a little pile of money. And there are 2 white things in there with the little round dots on them, which of course are the dice. And they get those. And they get out the yellow card and the orange cards and put them on the piles. They figured out where those go. And they found all the little figures. And Hope says, "Well, I want to be a car." "Well, be a car." And Ollie says, "Oh, I want to be the puppy dog. Yeah, let me be the puppy dog." And Smalls says, "I want to be a ship." So Smalls gets the ship. Ollie gets the puppy dog. And Hope gets the car. And they line them all up. They said, "Well, who gets to go first?" "Well, Ollie gets to go first. He's the one with the broken wing." So he hops up on the dice and he spins them both and then jumps off real quick. And he rolls a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a railroad. Well, he doesn't know what to do. He just knows it looks like a train. And he sees it says 200 on it. Well, he knows what 200 is because they do this all the time on Amazon when they're like picking out stuff to buy. Well, anyway, he gets the railroad card and he keeps it. And then it's Ollie's turn. Or not Ollie. Hope's turn comes next. So Hope goes. Hope rolls a 5. Well, on this goes on, and they play the game all day long. And finally, they get about an hour into playing, and they all kind of stop, and they're sitting there looking at each other, and they all look kind of sleepy and bored, and they says, "Hey, guys, you know what? What are we playing?" "I don't know. It's a game. I've seen it play before." "Well, guys, I'm not having a lot of fun playing this game." "Yeah," said Hope, "I'm not having as much fun as I thought I would either." "Well, let's put it away." So they put that game away. So the next game they get out is Jumanji. And they said, "Hey, look at this game. Oh, look, there's like animals and stuff in here. This is cool. Yeah, let's play this one." Okay. So they drug that box out. And they start playing on that game. And it's got a little round thing in the middle. And they had to go around the board. All of a sudden, they started hearing drums. And Ollie goes, "What's that noise?" And they hear this. Hope says, "Hey, where's that coming from?" And all of a sudden, the dice just flipped like magic. And the little thing moved all by itself. And Hope And Ollie and Smalls, they all look at each other and they go, I don't know. What's happening? I don't know. Maybe it's just how this game works. Hey guys, this is feeling a little weird in here. What's that noise out there? I don't know. It sounds like a tiger or something. What is it? And out in the other room, they can hear the sound of a tiger. And Hope says, this game isn't fun at all. Put it away. I'm scared to death of tigers. Tigers eat us all the time. You know they will. They're like that big dumb cat out there. Oh no, what are we going to do? They all three threw the board back in the box as quick as they could, threw it back on the shelf and hopped up in the cage, and they just sat there. And they all looked at each other and they were like, do you still hear it? No, maybe we were just kind of making that up in our heads. You think so? I don't know. I think we better get out of here and try another game. I don't want to try any more games. This is getting kind of weird. What was going on with that game? Oh, no. We're never going to talk about it again, though. Okay, well, then we won't talk about that again. They found another game. And this one had candy all over it. And Hope says, hey, I kind of like candy. Is he going to guess what this is? Yeah. Well, what do we do? I don't know. Well, what's those white cards? I don't look on them. They got like cakes and things and squares. It's really hard playing a game if you can't read. And they really cannot read. So Smalls gets the big idea on his phone to go to YouTube. And he looks up and types in the name that's on the box, Candyland. He doesn't know what it is, but he can see the digits and the numbers and the letters. And he sees how to play Candyland. And they watch and they watch. They go, hey, this looks like a lot of fun. Let's do this. Okay. So they knew what to do. So they all three picked a person to be different colors. And they put the cards down. And so the first person to go was Ollie, of course. And Ollie gets 2 purples. And then this went on, and they played. And they get up to the very end. And Smalls is winning. And Smalls, he just thinks he's so cool every time he wins anyway. So he gets up to the end, and it's his turn, and they turn over a card, and it's a cupcake. And Hope goes, oh, cool, look, you got a cupcake. What do you do? Oh, look at that. You have to go all the way back down over there again. Ah, crikeys, he says. So he puts his person clear back down there. Well, for some reason, every time anybody got up to the top where they were going to win, they ended up getting one of those cards that caused them to have to move back. And nobody was ever able to win the game because it was time for them to get themselves in the cage because the man would be coming home really soon. So they were like, oh, that game was really fun. So they got up in the cage after they put everything away and cleaned up all their messes, and they just kind of sat there and waited for the rest of the day for the man to come. But while they were waiting, they had decided that they were going to make a special thing for Ollie. They were going to make a way to where he could ride his skateboard without having to worry about falling off. But before the man came, they thought they better go outside and check and see what was going on at the skate park and the skate shop, because they knew they had a little bit of time left. Well, if you remember, they had left the sparrows in charge. And they hadn't really thought at all about the sparrows, but they went out, and when they opened up the door and started to go out, they could hear all kinds of noises going on, and there was birds squawking and squealing. Actually, the place had gone crazy. The skate park was full of sparrows. They were everywhere. And it was the craziest sparrows you ever saw. They weren't even hardly even using skateboards, scooters, and bicycles. They were just running and jumping off the ramps. It was a full-on free-for-all. And they went into the skate shop, and there it sat, a scooter with bike wheels and bike handlebars and trucks. And they looked at it, and they looked at the sparrows, and the sparrows go,
What do you think, guys? That's our edition. That's a Sparrow edition.
look, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, no. And they looked around. They had blue wheels and yellow wheels on the same skateboard. They had the skate decks upside down. They had bicycles with a little front wheel and a big back wheel. They had made a mess of everything. And more importantly, they weren't helping out. They were just all doing crazy stuff. They were trying to ride around on all these weird things they were building. And they had built all kinds of things. They even took a skateboard and put 2 trucks on it, and they put bicycle wheels on where the skateboard wheels are supposed to go. And it was the tallest skateboard anybody ever saw. They had a scooter that had hand brakes on it from a bicycle, and it had a chain, and it had pedals on it that went sideways. They didn't even go the right way. They had made some of the craziest looking stuff anybody had ever seen. And now, Hope, Ollie, and Smalls were going to have to try to get everything fixed. And even with Hope's broken wing, or with Ollie's broken wing, they weren't sure how they would be able to get everything put back together. And they looked at the sparrows and they said, Sparrows, you guys maybe ought to go home for the day.
Yeah, we're done. We're going to go over to the skate park and ride around on our new stuff. If you guys care.
No, take this dumb stuff and go over and start riding on it. It's terrible. So they hauled off their weird scooters, weird bicycles, weird skateboards, in combination skateboard, scooters, and everything else, and they took them over to the skate park, and all the other birds that were in there, the crazy sparrows that were there, thought that the sparrows' stuff was so cool. And Smalls looked at Ollie, and Ollie looked at Smalls, and they looked at Hope, and they shrugged their shoulders, and they said, Who'd know? Gee, many Christmas. Guys, we got a lot of work to do to get ready for the grand opening now, don't we? Yep, we got a bunch. Ollie, I know you can't help it that your wings broke, but we're going to need you to be in charge of keeping the sparrows working and doing the right things, because they're crazy. Yeah, we didn't know them sparrows were that crazy. Smalls says, Yeah, I knew they were that crazy. That's why they're in my gang. I just like crazy birds in my gang. All right. Well, anyway, so Saturday will be the grand opening for the skate park, for HOS Skate Park. Until then, have a good night.